guys, it is Tanya and welcome back to the channel. Today I am back with a really weird build, I guess. This is a bowling alley and you're probably wondering from the title of it, Penitentiary Lanes, what this is. So this is my part of the Halloween collab that Max Playground put together. There's a lot of people involved with that, with lots of builds, lots of creative sims, some machinimas. Like, you should totally check out everybody else's Halloween things. We kind of came up with all our own ideas, but decided to all do some fun Halloween stuff. So I will put a link in the description to the playlist for you guys to go ahead and check out all of the other videos that have been out so far. And of course, just check out their channels in general. There's some amazing people that are included in this collab, and I'm so excited to be part of it. Anyway, the thought process behind this, I originally kind of wanted to do a haunted bowling alley, and I was like, you know what? No. I mean, like, it might be haunted. What I want to do is, this used to be, and yeah, it's probably haunted. This used to be a prison, and it was abandoned and run down, and it was eventually found in, like, horrible disrepair, and they decided to convert it into a bowling alley because it was about the right size. You could fit a decent amount of lanes in there. A lot of the structure of the place was still put together, but they had to knock down some walls, clean it up, get rid of a lot of the prison stuff. But they thought that would be a fun thing to play off of, is actually, oh wait, yeah, this used to be a prison. Let's keep that idea going. So that's why it's called Penitentiary Lanes. I probably pronounced that wrong. And it actually has a lot of, like, jail cell gating inside, separating different sections. There's even a little area upstairs where you can get your photos taken, like it's a booking station. There's a cell on display you can't get into, but showing, like, what kind of stuff would be in there. There's mannequins wearing some prison uniforms. It's a pretty cool place, and since this was an abandoned prison, or part of an abandoned prison, I mean, you never know, like, what kind of spooky stuff is going on here. And so it's definitely a main attraction. It does have the haunted lot trait, so eesh. That's kind of scary to think about. What was the other thing? It's going to be something that people come to a lot more this time of year. They definitely play up Halloween here. They decorate a little bit. They don't really clear away spider webs. They clean away dirt and stuff, but, like, rips and tears that appear in the walls or spider webs, they just leave because it's part of the appeal of the place. And we have a couple of pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns around, and of course plenty of areas to go bowling and get some food and just chill out and have a good time. If you're into, you know, playing bowling, if you're into bowling in an abandoned prison, I mean, if that's your thing. I like how, like, I feel like I never come up with creative ideas, and I'm very thrilled with this one. I went into it thinking haunted bowling alley, and then I started using those prison things, and I was like, oh my god, this is an amazing idea, I'm so excited. And I really love how it came out. We put a little parking area in the front here. I thought that was appropriate for a bowling alley, and the bowling alley is actually a little sunken down here, and just filling in some of that flooring that I missed. And yeah, it's kind of a cool place. I'm not thrilled with what the outside looked like, but I assumed it was a building that probably didn't look that visually appealing to begin with. I mean, it was a prison, so. And it's been renovated a little bit for the purposes of becoming a bowling alley, but it keeps a lot of the original structure. So that's what I went with. It's a lot of brick and a lot of, like, what is that? Concrete. And so throughout, it's like that. It's probably not the safest place to bring, like, toddlers and stuff. There's a lot of concrete, a lot of hard floors and hard walls, but they can't go bowling anyway, so I don't think they'll end up being here, so it should not be a problem at all. We had some plants in here. Also, this is available on the Sims 4 gallery if you want to download it, but since it has the autumn mod, as you can see, everything looks like it's fall in my game. It will show up as having custom content, so in order to find it, you're going to have to filter for allowing custom content to go ahead and download this from the gallery. But it'll work just fine in your game. It's just, it won't look like it's autumn. It'll look normal. There's no actual objects that'll, like, go missing. All the stuff will just not be autumn anymore, so it should work fine. We have a kind of funky pattern here. I made it look like it was pointing you inward, like, go inside. Like, I thought that was kind of creepy, but also I don't know, a good business strategy. Be like, yes, get inside. Come join us. Spend money here. You'll enjoy yourself. But also just, kind of creepy. I thought it was a really cool idea, like a used-to-be prison place. It's different than I would have thought. Like, I think I would have just normally been like, oh, it's just haunted. Like, but, like, why is it haunted? Because it used to be a prison, and all kinds of crazy stuff happened here, and it was abandoned a very long time ago, and that makes sense. And I think it's really cool. Plus, we have all of the, like, prison gates and prison stuff from Get to Work, and here we are starting to place that stuff down, which is so cool. I'm very happy with it. I hope you guys like it. So we're changing those to black now. We're adding some of these vines and stuff inside because I think it just kind of plays off that whole idea of things in disrepair, and they're definitely playing up the whole this used to be a prison thing. And I think it's going to work to their advantage. I think it's going to be a fun attraction for teenagers that, like, I don't know, like, kind of like abandoned hospitals and, like, mental asylums and stuff. I feel like a lot of teenagers are into the idea of, like, sneaking into, so I thought that would be a fun thing. I did not set this as a teen hangout, but that would be a good idea if you download it. It's only set as haunted, but this would be a great teen hangout as well. Placing down this, like, bar area over here for you to go get sodas and stuff at. I imagine if it's a teen hangout that you're not going to get alcoholic beverages, but you know what? Maybe we shall see. It used to be a prison. It's not anymore, so they might be a little bit more lenient on drinking ages. I'm not so sure. I guess you're going to have to find out if you come here. Speaking of drinking ages and drinks, I guess, this weekend I went to a, like, haunted walkthrough type thing, like graveyard, haunted houses, sets from movies, like stuff like that, like there's actors that pop out and stuff, and there's just like a park to hang out in as well. And I went over to the bar area, and I didn't get carded at all, which was surprising. And I ordered spiked cider, and I do this all the time, not ordering spiked cider, but I always assume cider is cold cider. And I order it, and it's hot, and I'm so disappointed. I spent like $7 on this drink, and I didn't drink it. I threw it out because it was hot and cinnamony, and I was not okay with it because I love cold apple cider, like sweet cold apple cider, not spiced apple cider. That's disgusting. And so I was really disappointed. Weird segue, but also because I recorded that bit, like, before I went, and now it's after I went. Dun, 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 the voiceover is in 2 parts. Anyway, right now we are upstairs trying to figure out this section. I end up making that area this little section right here into like a kind of like a prison cell on display, so you can see what it would have looked like. But we use that booking station to be a cool place to take some photos, like like a photo booth, sort of, for this place. I thought that would be a cool idea. Also, have any of you guys ever been to like a place that, oh, it used to be this and now it's this? Kind of like the same concept of this, is it used to be a prison and now it's a bowling alley. I don't know. I just think that's a really cool concept, and I would love to do that, or like I would love to go someplace like that, and I'm curious if anyone else has. I'm trying to think what I've done. There's this restaurant I used to go to when I was a kid that used to be a house. It was turned into a restaurant because it was apparently very haunted, and there's like stories online about it, and then they turned it into a restaurant, and I guess at some point in time in the last 10-15 years they closed it back down, and it is no longer a restaurant for the public to visit, which is really interesting because I have memories of it, and I thought it was a really cool place. So kind of sad to see that happen, but I think that's the only place I've been that's kind of like, it used to be this, and we still have remnants of all of that, because they had like the main floor kind of a restaurant, but they had all like the bedrooms and the old stuff all the same, and it was always just really cool. And so I don't know, I'm sure there's plenty of stuff like that, like plenty of places like that to check out, and I'd like to check out more of them. So if you guys have gone to anything cool, let me know what that is. And also, if you guys know anything in the New England area of the US or the East Coast in general, I'm totally into hearing about that, because that's probably pretty up my alley and someplace cool to check out. Also, if anyone's doing anything fun for Halloween, I want to know about that too. Oh my gosh, I'm like so hyped about this season. If you haven't been able to figure that out already by the amount of things I'm uploading that are related to Halloween, I guess this isn't as spooky as some of my other things, but I thought it was a really fun idea because I wanted, like I said, to do a haunted bowling alley, but I needed like a little bit more than that, and then I came up with this. So I think with the haunted trait on lot trait, that's the word I'm looking for, lot trait on here, it'll be a lot of fun to visit, and it has that whole backstory of you never know what happened in a prison that was closed down probably like hundreds of years ago. There's probably a lot of not very good things happening there, so you never really know what is gonna happen in this haunted place, like what kind of situations went down, what kind of spirits are left behind. And I think that would just, it sounds like a fun time for our Sims. All the like ghosts are popping up. Oh, I want to play in here. I would actually, if this place existed in real life, I'd be like all about going. It could be a little creepy, but I'd be like, yes, I want to go to a haunted bowling alley that used to be a prison. Sign me up. Like, how do I get there? I'd just be really into it. There's like certain spooky or creepy things that I'm not into, and then there's things that are totally up my alley, and this one's up my alley. Over here we're putting the bathroom. We didn't put in the cell yet. I think I'm going to be doing that very soon though. Deciding it'd be cool to have like a cell on display, like a mock cell. And here we are doing that right now. And yeah, it just has like a bed, a sink, a toilet. I think it's and a mirror. A bed, a sink, a toilet, and a mirror. I thought that would be just maybe remnants of what they originally had, or just on display what prisons use nowadays, to kind of give you an idea of what was in here. I also put mannequins upstairs and downstairs, and we end up dressing them in the closest I could get to prison uniforms, because I know we have them in the game that came with Get to Work, the like red jumpsuits, but you can't access them in Create a Sim. And I was like Googling it all over, and apparently the only way you can get them is like by downloading someone's custom content, which is exactly the same outfit, but it's like the only way to unlock it, which is really annoying. And I didn't want to do that because I wanted this to be custom content free, which it will show up as using custom content because I have the autumn mod installed. That's why all the trees and stuff outside are orange and red and all that kind of stuff. So just be warned, if you do decide to go ahead and download this, it will be filtered as using custom content on the Sims 4 gallery. But right now we're just placing down some lights here. Nothing too crazy. I don't remember if I think we keep all of those lights. And we add some cool stuff on the wall here, like some plaques, some posters, just some cool stuff. There's a lot of like police things throughout this build. I tried to incorporate like things from the past into it. Like we have a mixture of bowling and police. And actually that what's it called? The shelves and stuff that came with bowling stuff that I have on the back wall of the bowling alley, it kind of looks like some of those little badges on there could have been police badges. So I thought that worked out pretty well. We put an upsized bowling trophy out here, or up here, and there's one outside as well, adding some pumpkins. No, we don't go overboard with pumpkins, but like I figured it's probably fall with the autumn mod installed, and that's probably their most busy time of year, so I figured we'd add a pumpkin. They're just kind of decorating a little bit for Halloween because why not, right? And so that's pretty much it for that. Have a seating area over here. We put a plant. Of course, my favorite plant has to make an appearance in pretty much every build I ever do. And some seating over here looking into the bowling alley. And then I believe we add some bookcases over here. And then I think there's going to be some TVs on the separation there. I was thinking that those would be to look at scores for the different lanes. Or it's being TVs for lane scores in the actual bowling area as well, because I thought that was important to include in a bowling alley. I wish we had those actual stands in The Sims, like those weird computer things. I guess it kind of looks like maybe one of the science station type sizes and like bulkiness, but it has like the two screens shared between two lanes, and you enter in all your numbers, or your names, not your numbers. It calculates your numbers, but like, I don't know, and tells you whose turn it is and how you're doing, and I really like it. I wish that we had that with bowling stuff, because you don't really get to see any of that stuff. You don't, like, I don't know, the bowling could have been done better, I guess, in the game. Like, you just find out who wins at the end. Like, there's none of the fun stuff involved. I guess there's the cool animations for the different, like if you get a strike, or you get a spare, or whatever. Or if you don't hit anything and you get the tragic clown. Like, I like that. I just wish it was a little bit more fleshed out, but I understand why it wasn't, because it's a stuff pack. But you know, always going to be like, I wish it was like this, because it's a life simulation game and realism is wonderful. With the exception of some things, like, I love some silly things, like the Grim Reaper has a iPad. That's just amazing. The Tragic Clown is, like, really creepy, though. I don't really like him. Remember, like, one day, like, I think it was in April, I made a video of just me playing with the Tragic Clown, because I realized I never had before, and I was like, this is creepy. Like, what is this? Opinions on the Tragic Clown, leave those down below. Oh gosh, I've gotten so far away from, like, what I'm doing and, like, this collab and stuff. If you guys haven't already, I know I mentioned it earlier, but, like, you should definitely click on the playlist in the description down below to check out some other things in this collab. I'm so excited. I've seen a couple of things now, because I think there was 2 or 3 before me. I'm not sure. I think there wasn't any when I was mentioning it before, but now there is. So you should definitely check that out, because it's a really cool idea. It's so amazing that so many different simmers have gotten together to make some spooky builds this month, and so I'm hyped to see them all, and, like, very thankful to be involved, and happy that Max came up with this idea, Max Playground. Like I said, her channel is linked down below as well, so definitely check her out. And what are we doing now? We're moving stuff around slightly. Lights. Oh, I'm fixing my lighting. Yeah, I tend to just throw the same light around, like a million of them all over the place, and then I forget to fix them. And most of my builds are like that. But I've tried to fix on these. And then these aren't bowling shoes, but I figured people could store their shoes at the front desk when they're getting their bowling shoes. So that's kind of the thought process behind those. This is the bathroom. It's very simple. We just have some sinks over here. I thought these looked like public bathroom sinks, and some mirrors as well. I don't know which mirrors we got. Oh, we just grabbed a Parenthood mirroring. Okay. Very Parenthood. And then we make everything in here a mixture of concrete and brick. And it's just a very simple bathroom. I mean, you don't need it to be too complicated. Did we add a chair in the corner? I feel like we might have. Did we make it all nice in here? Yeah, we did. We added seating areas in the bathroom. It's nice. Also, there's only one bathroom, so this is a all-gender bathroom, which I think is really cool. So your men, your women, whoever, all the in-between genders, they can use that bathroom, and it's available. So, and we added some more bowling pins. I added those all over this build because I was like, it's perfect because it's a bowling alley. I know, really lame. But I've only built one bowling alley, and it was when bowling stuff came out. I think that was the only time. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool to build some themed bowling alleys in the future. That'd be fun. And if you guys have built any cool bowling alleys, you should totally link me down below. I'd love to check them out, because I'd love to bring my Sims bowling a little bit more in the future. It's really, really fun. It's a different activity to have them do, and it's just nice to get them out of the house sometimes. I feel like my Sims are always so homebound, and so I think a bowling alley would be a fun place to go. And I'll definitely be taking them to this one soon, because it's the right season to visit a haunted bowling alley full of, like, ghost prisoners and, like, prison guards. We don't know what happened here. Like, come up with your own story of what happened in the prison. Anyway, we are coming to the end of the video here. I'm just adding a couple of finishing touches. Once again, I want to thank Max for including me in this collab, and thank you guys for watching. Like I said, if you want to download this, it is available in the gallery by searching Griffy or the hashtag MsGryphi. That information is also in the description down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.